Hey there, folks. I'm Zerfall.
I'm the MysteriousSJG. Are you ready to look up, and look down?
Well, I hope you're ready to look room.
The hangar is lined with about 10 airlifts.
Apparently, we'd never be able to break out of these doors using an airlift.
I've decided that's a narrator line and not a Cobra line, which is why I decided to read it.
I hope when we get to the interview room, we look down and we're like, this room isn't empty. They lied.
There's a woman in here who's got like a tattoo on her back showing treasure.
The duct opening. There's a room below. The other ducts don't have room below them.
I hope it's more interesting than the last one. It looks like some sort of laboratory. Oh, you should be reading this.
I see a couple of men standing around a glass capsule.
With those very ladylike contents.
A guard, a doctor, and that shithead Warden Schultz walk into a bar.
A guard, a doctor, that shithead Warden Schultz, and presumably an unidentified fourth man, since there were 4 men down there.
Kathy, what are those bastards doing to her? I gotta help her.
I'll tell you what they're not doing to her. They're not having married parents to her.
Her eyes are closed. Did those bastards kill her?
You know, when you see someone with closed eyes, automatically assume they're dead.
Which look do I need to do twice to be able to stop them?
Did you look at Glass Capsule or Kathy separately?
I did look at both. Maybe they think they're boiling her? We'll make her that... It'll make the tattoo appear. I'm just so worked up over this.
Yeah, you can tell Zerf is angry at the treatment of this woman by his inability to read what's happening to her.
Kathy's tattoo is up on the rear screen. They were right about boiling her.
Oh, it's a green screen projection. They're going to show Kathy fighting a monster.
Without the other tattoos, it doesn't even look like a map.
What the hell?
Right. Just small dots arranged in irregular patterns.
So, if we want to find the treasure, we have no alternative. We have to
I'd like
capture
this.
The other 2 women, no matter what it takes.
I think I'd like this game a lot more if Paul Eiding was voicing like half the characters.
It's the Blue Man Group.
It's Destro after he did too much crystal meth.
Chrystal Boy.
Which would be pretty much any crystal meth.
What brings you here?
I don't know. Which one of us is talking?
I understand you have a rat on board your ship. I heard he was able to kill your precious cyborgs with his bare hands.
News does travel fast. He's probably with the Galaxy Patrol, but I've taken steps to eliminate the problem.
He may not be with the Galaxy Patrol.
What?
What?
What is it?
It'll definitely be eliminated.
Sir, it's about the man in room D33.
What's the problem?
He's been eating your food, sir.
I tried to take care of him as you ordered, but the guy disappeared from his cell.
No.
Not in front of Chrystal Boy. This is embarrassing.
Not for Cobra. He's a formidable enemy. He's even got a psycho gun built into his left arm.
What?
Cobra? Bingo. Guards!
What's his name? Cobra or Bingo?
There's been a jailbreak in D section.
You better sound the alarm.
Release the battle gorilla. He'll recapture him in no time.
We beat the 2 super hardcore chicks. How hard do you think it's going to be for us to beat the non-sexy robots?
Hey, it's built for function, not form.
I know is that they expect you to listen closely enough to hear this voice acting while giving you this blaring siren sounds.
I like how there was an alarm going off, and he said, sound the alarm, and it got even more alarming.
Oh, by the way, I'm starting to remember how the series I watched handled all this voice acting. I'll mention it off camera because it would be a heavy amount of work for you if we decide it's worth it. I mean, it might be better to just go, what? Periodically.
Schultz and Boy have gone to play pickup soap. Only dudes left are the 2 ugly guards.
Oh, so now there's 2 guards.
And they're ugly.
We can tell that from Let's see if Kathy still has a back.
Heads are gonna roll if they've killed her.
It
Break
would
open
slightly
duct.
annoy her sister, whom I've decided I like.
Here we are, down below.
Oh, jeez.
He wasn't wrong.
I have a feeling we'll be able to handle these guys if we were able to beat the cyborg ladies.
Yeah. What's your move? I guess we have to fight. Oh, can't even. You know, the ladies we gave a chance by fighting them hand to hand. These guys, they just get psycho gunned. Nothing up my sleeve.
Oops, wrong hat.
He rips it
he's
off,
so
and there's just a
hurt.
skeletal hand left. Whoops, wrong hand.
Now here's something we hope you'll really like. Toasted him. What's next? I'm sure it wouldn't really be worth the effort, but part of me wishes we tried to flee from the cyborgs and the guards.
No, probably not. Her eyelashes, they fluttered ever so gently. She's alive!
Which I prefer in a girlfriend.
Break capsule. No one's around.
Oh, you know she's hot.
Kathy's coming back to the land of the living.
She's a zombie!
She's choking and coughing.
She's eating brains.
Nothing like that around. No emergency exits.
The tears of a clown? There's nothing like that around. Wait, that's not it.
No doubt in my mind, they're twins. Man alive, I can't tell them apart.
Other than the fact that only one of them is here and they have different colored hair. Twin of this girl. Nothing like that around.
Leave me alone, please.
Why'd you punch my capsule? It was so warm in there.
I don't know where my two sisters are.
Don't worry.
Give it an
I'm
ass.
not one of the goons working for Schultz.
What?
Can you walk? She's asking him that.
Could be. My mother told me not to talk to strangers. Who are you?
A knight in shining armor coming to your rescue. Jane asked
Spelled
me,
armor wrong.
you know? And now for something we hope you'll really like.
Wrong hat. No, that still continues to not be here.
I don't know why the option's still here. Got no time to explain things. I'll be right back.
I just have to go spell armor with a U. Maybe get a couple of Z's in here.
In front of the laboratory.
Oh, I hope it's one of those lavatories that men and women can use. Otherwise, you're gonna have trouble getting her through.
Well, glad
Oh.
we stopped to listen to that.
Yeah. Thanks, game. Thank you so
we get
bloody
it.
much. So is there an alarm as part of the game at this point?
The alarm goes off and never stops.
See, we don't need to rescue Kathy.
Apparently nothing's
Oh.
locked in this room. It's like emergency exit? No, it doesn't matter.
Oh, and look, they've got a bunch of those like walkers where you can just kind of we call them the indoor walkers, where you can get your steps in and just kind of lean forward on the hand brace there.
I don't know. I can't think of the word right now. Treadmill.
Treadmill, yes. It's not a treadmill, but now that we can see it better.
It's a
two-seater
two-seater airlift. Fuel tank's topped off. They put it away properly.
Oh yeah, and the fly. You press this button to fly it. Nothing bad will happen to you. Cobra button is lit.
The overhead duct. Thank God the roof's not coming down.
The overhead duct. Wow. I wonder if it's an overhead duck that's going to escape with us.
Oh, the missile launcher for the airlift is hanging on the wall. Good to know. All right.
I want to remove that before you try to fly off and somebody just comes in, casually grabs the missile launcher and kills you.
At least we're actually running for once.
And I got that little hunched over video game running pose too. That's when you know it's serious. Woo, 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 woo. Is this annoying yet? Woo, 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 woo.
I like that we can hear the engine but not the alarm right now. And I actually mean that.
Here I am, I'm the engine.
The anti-gravity engine.
Fire?
It rotates and forms an anti-gravitational field. That's how we know we're in a hard sci-fi.
This isn't some science fantasy Star Wars crap. This is serious Star Wars science fiction.
I'm just annoyed I can't look at the ceiling here.
Oh, to see if like anyone is down there looking at us from above.
If I blast it, we're not going to descend. We're going to be blown sky high.
Well, let's not do that. Do we now have the rocket launcher? Why did we even have the option of... Oh, we can listen to the alarm. Yeah.
Should have known. Is there a fast forward on this thing?
It's fine. Come on. Put some subtitles into the alarm so people know when it's going on. So if we have any deaf fans who, you know, watch our videos with the captions on, they'll know for sure. Oh, never mind. The alarm rings. It took care of it for you.
What?
But I just wanted to make sure they have the opportunity to be annoyed by the alarm, too.
What happens if we go right again? That way's a dead end. Okay.
What happens
So
if
maybe
you
now we
listen
can get the
again?
rocket
Let's
launcher?
listen 3 or 4 times to make sure that we don't need to do it again to unlock something.
No. Nice and
Nice and
spacious.
spacious. So we can't search the wall?
So check it out of here.
Check it out of here. Well, that's new. I feel like it's silly for them to have even put in that piece of art if the ceiling doesn't matter.
Yep. But it wouldn't be the first time, I guess.
No, it wouldn't. It would not be the only flaw we might have been able to observe in this. I'm having fun with this game, but yeah, I mean, you know, come on. There's little things here and there. They might have done it slightly differently. Listen again. That's clearly the key.
You have to listen in every spot or else it doesn't advance the plot.
Wouldn't put it past them. There might be an area where the alarm sounds different, and that's a clue. As to the fact that we have to continue trying every command. It's me, the engine.
I'm just gonna everything twice.
Look at the rotor.
All I gotta do is jam this puppy and it'll drop like a stone.
You want a clue on how to jam it? The key is to listen to the alarm several times. Oh, fire the rotor.
If I zap it, the anti-gravitational force that is built up will counter the psycho energy, and then boom! We'll miss supper.
Oh, the psycho energy, of course.
Alright. So now that we've talked about it that way, we can probably get one of the missiles, and instead of shooting it, we're going to jam it in there.
Makes sense to me. Meanwhile, the shirtless, leather jacket, tie Nazi, and Chrystal Boy and the robot monkeys have long since, and the scientists, they've all long since recaptured the girl.
I was expecting to get something this time.
Yeah.
Maybe we have to go talk to the girl and then we'll think about it.
Could be that, or the duck might show up if we look at the ceiling again.
And we'll stick him in the rotor.
He might
Here's
be
a
like,
special
"Hey,
route for you.
You gotta stick the missile in there. You mean like, oh, like that I, the player, already figured out? Oh, listen, maybe when we listen on this screen, it'll be the duck.
At some point, we have to look at the ceiling and then the duck's there.
I'm thinking so, yeah. Like, honestly, I think that's probably what it is. But we could also just try going back to the girl and seeing if she's finished waking up or if she's still just slightly fluttering her eyebrows. I mean, that's the thing about girls. Like, I love the opposite sex, but they're just so helpless when they've been kidnapped and stuck in a tube for a couple of days. Yeah, that's new graphics anyway.
There's got to be a way out of here. Hold on a second.
What if we look?
Lab machine. It's gonna take a bit of work to figure out the mystery of Kathy's tattoo.
Okay, so lab machine, a bit of a disappointment.
She's like Jane. I hope she fights like her too.
Have we seen Jane fight? I guess she acquitted herself with a gun in the very opening sequence and hasn't done anything to help us since.
Sounds about right. All right.
But you know, peanut butter waffle is really, I think, would get us out of this situation. Oh, wait. I guess we can't be interrupted by the folks if they never knew we were gone.
Yeah. Where is
Except
my... Oh, I'm in the
Sky Tower?
wrong window. There we go.
Okay, you've
Really?
located Sky Tower. Okay.
Yes. All right, so there's nothing we can do in here. Now, we did not look at the ceiling last time I went into that room.
I feel like this is different art for her, though.
It was.
But,
She totally
yeah.
sat up.
Yeah, but we need to go. We probably needed to see that, and now
Can
we
we
probably
move
need to go
left
look
here?
up, and
It's a
suddenly
dead end.
the duck will be there. And by the
Yes.
duck, I mean duck. Duck the duck.
Duck the Duck from Planet Duck. From Planet Vegeta.
What a twist that would be. Well, duck. The duck is from Duck, and Duck the duck is from Duck, but this duck, the duck, is from Vegeta.
Nothing.
Although I gotta say, Duck has a history of popping out of these air vents. Maybe now we can check the wall and actually get something. Now that she's set up, if we look at the wall, we'll take the bazooka.
It's hanging on the wall. It's just hanging there waiting for us to take it. Once more on the ceiling. That's 2. Okay.
What happens when you search the... You just submerge the exits. Yeah, whatever. Oh, man. I mean, at what point do we just start listening at all these different places? I guess that's got to be absolutely the last thing we do.
That I would check an FAQ before I listened everywhere. That's how much I enjoy that sound.
Oh, I was making fun of it. Oh, area. Oh, never mind. That's not new.
Well, I mean, we didn't do it at this
Tears of
specific room, but it's no different. So
There's no one around.
is the gorilla going to show up now?
Maybe if you look at the ceiling here, the duck will be there.
Here
I am. Yeah, here we can't look at the ceiling.
What powers the engine on this piece of shit?
Ooh,
Ah, finally.
power transmission line.
It says electrical power to the engine.
I've got it. I'll cut off the electricity and stop the rotation of the ship.
The rotation.
Rotation.
That's how you know
Never
he's
been-
really a robot.
I've never been happier to hear his voice, though, I gotta tell you.
I don't know. I might take bass up again and just learn this riff.
Will help little Zerfina sleep if you just like hang around playing this riff all night.
And then if she ever says anything, I just go, oh no, all of the guards.
She'd grow up to be a pretty funky little girl if like she slept to that groove every night in her childhood, though. She'd be one hep cat if she got older.
Oh, it wasn't fast enough. These same two ugly guards are back.
2 guards have shown up. What's next? Flee, run away. Oh, break through the enemy line.
It's something new. We got to try it.
They are dressed like football players.
Cobra heads for the guards. The guards counter.
I think that's
Guards
illegal
miss.
in football.
Oh, Cobra takes him out. He doesn't stand a chance.
Didn't really matter what we chose there, I'm thinking. Oh, but that brought that great noise back.
Yep.
Stop, look and listen, baby.
We should have brought our friend with us. Then we maybe could have gotten all the way back. Oh no, 2 gorillas. 2 mean looking.
Mean looking.
Better gorillas. I mean, we got
Right
to
through the enemy line. Go
There's no way
straight
we
to the.
could
Yep.
Check these guys out. Yeah, this.
Watch
I
me
mean,
pull a
this is what you've
psycho
always
gun out of
wanted.
my hat. Spears it looked like his forearm with the
It's like
psycho
having
gun.
another arm.
Well, his forearm, once he's got the psycho arm out, is thicker than the rest of his arm. He has normal proportions before he takes that thing off.
It's bigger on the inside.
Oh, it's TARDIS of arm guns,
Tries to save its skin.
even though it doesn't have skin. Psycho
Yeah.
gun bender. Fight
So
my
hard.
shiny metal ass, sucker. So there's 75 of those, so we have to encounter 73 more.
I wonder if you go the wrong way, if you do just end up fighting more and more things.
Could be.
All right, we can break through the enemy lines this time.
Well, we found that there's a blank space that's not described where we feel like it's probably the designer's secret room with the credits and stuff, and maybe that's what you get when you defeat all 75 guards.
Charge.
That's some great animation there.
Big D.
Ooh. Wow, I guess we charged right into his big D, huh?
Cobra is down. I repeat, Cobra is down.
You got hit with the big D.
We
Yeah,
squeezed
we
through
get
those
around.
enemy around. It worked.
So we had to take a big D to the face, but we managed to escape.
Yep.
Now, if we're gonna have a final showdown with the villains, this would be the time. But never mind.
We've already asked if she can walk, but she's still not proving it to us.
It's like, sure I can, but you gotta give me a reason. Ooh, light.
The light is blinking. Oh no, if you look at the light too many times, you
You go blind. You got hair on your palms. You go blind.
nothing scares her. One heck of a sister. That's a heck of a sister you got there. I've screwed the engine up. It should start descending any time now. At 30 meters, the emergency exits will pop open, and we're home free.
Am I supposed to be understanding what you're saying right now?
She looks very confused. The airlift is in the hangar next door. We'll cruise it to freedom. Only problem is, where are the exits?
You didn't want to figure that one out before you started crashing the ship.
Not like that here. After all she's been through, she's still smiling. That's what I'd call that face. One tough girl, huh?
That's a smile as far as Cobra's concerned. So you know just how many women he's caused to smile in his life.
Altitude of 1,500 meters and descending.
1.5 kilometers.
Trouble out in those halls, so stay close.
I understand. I'll be right behind you all the way.
Riding on your back.
The
Three
front of
piggyback
them.
ride.
It's a dead end. Look,
With
people.
great alarm sounds at this dead end, though. We gotta get our recording session started earlier in the evening.
Wow,
man.
they didn't bother trying to show her butt.
Well, you're right, actually. Now that you mention it, that's kind of shocking. Maybe she didn't really follow us after all.
No, never mind.
Oh, there we
Aim
go.
just anti-progressed a lot. Slippery
Making up
when
for a lot of
wet.
time there. Oh my. What? I'm sure she said something disgusting.
Signal's blue. The exits will probably pop when we go red.
The exits? You talking about some part of my anatomy here?
Where are they?
Good question. Glad to see you're on the ball. Maybe we'll find out when they pop. I think we reversed that.
Just want to make sure it's still there.
Wait, you're really gonna look at that missile launcher when you got this butt staring you in the face?
Let's score this and get the hell out of here.
You
I'm
know,
assuming now finally.
when we've
the ducks
looked
should
at
be
enough
assuming-
things.
Nice air duct.
Open up all drivers tonight.
Well, it's different than it was.
At some point, I mean, unless we leave Duck to die.
No sign of the enemy here. Yeah, it's a great place to wait. Oh, wait.
Alarm light, signals blue, okay. Did you try looking at the emergency exit instead of searching for it?
There's not a look.
Huh,
Although
you
there's
did look
clearly
at
an
room.
emergency exit here next to the wall, if that's...
When you looked at the room, hold on.
You can look at the room, you can search emergency exit, and you can look room.
Go to look room.
No
The sign of the enemy here. Alright, never mind. Did you just talk to her, I suppose?
Where are they? Like,
Gosh. Maybe if we try to go outside, Duck will show up. Or
I
she'll
feel
say,
like
"We
it's one of those
can't
things
leave now."
where like time isn't passing unless we're leaving the room.
Don't think the game works that way, but
Well, every time we go to a new room, it tells us new amounts.
yeah,
of
we haven't
feet.
killed enough robots yet.
Hey, they're all here. The guard wants to play.
Clink, clink,
Can we get like?
clink, oh, Cobra, come out to play. What are your plans?
Oh, it's like there's
What's
3 of
your
them.
move?
Just whip out the psycho gun. Excuse to whip out our psycho gun in front of our new friend.
Mm-hmm. It's like, oh my, look at the thickness of the psycho gun. It's bigger on the inside.
It's not the only thing.
And he's like, wow, she's tough as I, like nothing phases her. Not even my psycho gun on the inside, if you know what I mean. And the guard.
Huh? What's that?
They've merged into a super gorilla.
Conveniently had half of an eyeball on each of them.
What are we gonna
In the
do? The
center.
psycho gun didn't work.
Perhaps we should try psycho gun. What can
Oh,
we do
triple
against
shot.
the god? What do we do if they beat the guard bots? More god bots. And then even more god bots. It's an interesting design choice we made here. We never did defeat the just regular old guard.
Now I'm getting.
And this is our first game over is here.
Oh no, you're right.
Drop your gun, or I swear I'll kill her.
She wasn't that helpful.
Shoot, got me.
I mean, shit got me.
One false move and her pretty little head.
One
will be-
false move and a pretty little head will be hanging in Schultz's trophy case. Nah. Hey, you should have read it. He kind of has a Zerfall look.
You freak.
Maybe that was the gorilla's line. You freak.
At an altitude of 500 meters and descending.
Time is passing.
Mm. Now's the time to look.
Yellow. Their eyes are changing back to blue.
Now's the time to look to the ceiling and have the duck save all of us.
Missile launchers hanging on the wall. Who would have known?
Perhaps she could reach it with her leg.
This sweet machine will take us where we want to go.
Which is
To
the
hell!
end of this game. Directly to the end of the game.
Not quite. There's a chance I might help Kathy. Wait, we can bend our cycle gun, but we can't shoot one person that's a whole person above the other person. I go for the robot that got always Kathy.
That's a good point. The duck is gonna have to save us. Better will catch us some airtime. And something else happened too.
He body slammed us.
Correct.
Crash. We can't drop our gun. It's our arm. What do you do now?
We need ceiling back. We'll go to town on her head.
We're getting body slammed. Crash.
Good thing I have infinite hit points.
I guess we'll go through the looks again. Damn guard. It's true though, like, even if we wanted to drop our gun, we can't. It's glued to her like crap on a pig.
Well, I mean, you're familiar with that expression, hey, would you like to help me glue some shit to this pig?
Yes, it's very commonly said.
It's
Bastard.
You hear that?
It's changing to red.
Presently at an altitude of 300 meters, emergency lock is being released.
So that is going to be the emergency exit and he'll get sucked out.
Right. Just hope that she's got the sense to hang on. Messengers of death. That makes sense. And now we can't even search.
Hop on. They can eat dirt. Interesting.
Third.
It's gone red.
This hand of mine is burning red.
Let's get body slam one more time here.
So the trick is to get the game to body slam you until it has no choice but to advance the story.
Yeah, it's tried all its moves. It didn't work.
I never get tired of this. Come on, baby, let the good time roll. Oh, maybe you're supposed to shoot the missile launcher.
We are presently at an altitude of 200 meters and descending. Countdown will begin.
Countdown's beginning.
The countdown's on.
Well, it's
4,
gonna be hit or miss.
3,
Let's
2,
give it a try.
1.
Everything's hit or miss when you're shooting a gun.
I can't shoot the psycho gun at the guard. I might hit Kathy. However, I can blow up the missile that's inches away from her.
Yep. Yes, that's how missiles work.
Of course. And he doesn't shoot at her because...
He was so shocked that the missile was flying. Guess someone psycho gunned the ignition? It was either that or the remix to ignition.
We are presently at an altitude of 30 meters.
30 meters, that's our cue!
Has been released. Emergency lock open.
it's a really bad time not to be able to understand what's being said. Because it seems sort of critical. Oh, look. And she's about to fall to her death.
Phew, she looks okay.
She looks like for some reason she's not as affected by the force that pulled the guard to his death. Well,
He fell
he's
out
dead already,
backwards
but-
because his head was missing.
That's true. Her head is actually currently whacking against the side of the door and preventing her from escaping.
He went for a free flying lesson. This'll be the place. That's a way to write things.
Figure out what's happening. Get on the back.
Whatever you say.
Get on the back. What, like this?
Hang on tight.
Should I show my butt to the camera?
No, not like that. This doesn't make any sense.
And now she turns into a gargoyle monster and tries to eat him because that's pretty much what happens when women are riding on its back like that.
If I had $1 for every time this didn't happen.
Well, it took us less time than I expected to escape from the flying prison, to be perfectly honest. But we left Duck to die, so that's
Take
good.
this babe with me.
Sayonara,
This is the
schmuck.
Security squad. We've spotted Cobra. He's outside the ship.
It's actually, I think it's Alfeeder's and Schmuck, but Sayonara would
One
be
of the
Japanese.
airlifts,
But
and he appears to have a woman with him.
Also, why am I sitting on some kind of golden cobra throne?
He escaped with a tattooed woman?
And why did he just go back to his throne when he knew there was a problem?
Yeah. Well, he still needs to take a crap. Chrystal Boy can survive a prison crash, I have no doubt of that. Making a lot of noise, but not making any forward progress here.
Don't you speak to me in that tone of voice.
What?
Get a different voice actor.
You're in the presence of one of the 12 members of the Pirate Guild's ruling council.
I am well aware that you're one of the key officers.
Ooh, just pull that camera up a little bit. We'll have a sexy shot again.
I am the chief of security.
You're not into, like,
Carry
the back
out
and knee
these
joints?
Hmm.
The guild does not accept failure. The penalty for such an act is clearly established. It is death.
Oh, that's where he's going with that. I thought it was going to be like a, withhold on your next paycheck.
Intimidated by your position.
You've been docked one demerit point.
My prison threatened me to my face.
What?
Guards, kill this man! Shoot him where he stands!
Gods, it's me, Margaret.
These two
And
ugly dopes
Zerfall
again?
and Zerfall and Zerfall prove they can't take Chrystal Boy.
It's Chrystal Zerfall.
It's true. Chrystal Zerfall's like regular Zerfall, but with no caffeine.
It is
And
useless
it's clear.
to attack me. My body is made of special polarized glass. It is invulnerable.
What?
They should have shot him in the head.
My vocal cords are highly vulnerable. Were destroyed long ago.
Like, so his body's made out of this special glass that's indestructible, but his head is clearly not made of this glass.
Right.
Whoa!
Even though they could have easily designed the character so that that glass also goes over the head.
He could have been like a Mysterio.
Not Schultz.
So, Cobra, you've done it again. But you won't get away from me so easily.
Cobra, you've done it again.
I've prepared a trap from which you'll never escape.
Dr. Claw over here is like, I'll get you next time, Cobra.
Trap.
Dun, 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 dun. He pretty literally has a claw. If you can establish he has a doctorate, you've really just nailed it. Oh,
Just for 2 seconds, you need to see these buns.
Kathy's name just needs to be ass.
Let's look at the lovely sunrise.
I just like that we have Kathy and behind.
Beautiful, ain't it? You'll only see that kind of sunrise on this planet. The sun rises from both sides of two big moons.
He's talking about moons. He's talking about a rise.
The sunrise on her face is like cool light on a glistening mirror of gold.
I'm
Yep,
glad he said glistening mirror.
no one's tailing me.
But she's literally behind you.
Thank you for pulling me out of that place. But I just realized I still don't know your name.
Well, it all depends. My outlaw friends call me Snake.
But I'm James Bond.
Snake?
You ask the Galaxy Patrol?
Snake?
I'll tell you I'm criminal number 330, and
And
most of the women I know call me Cobra the Pirate.
Oh, that's really not that different from Snake, though. I mean, when you think about it.
Well, I guess we'll find out what else they have to say.
She's got like alternating like hair that's down and then Morrigan hair. It's interesting. I just can't believe you blew the chance to have another behind cliffhanger. So we're gonna have to blow it out our behinds.
See you next time.
Bye, guys.